Hi, it's Loren Lockman from the Tanglewood Wellness Center in Costa Rica. And I'm here today with Parm. Parm, how are you today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good, good. Parm has been with us here at Tanglewood now for the last 5 weeks and is on her way back to the North Pole today. Calgary. Close.
Vancouver.
I looked at a map. It's like that far.
Vancouver, then Calgary.
Vancouver, then Calgary. Okay. Back up to Canada.
Yes.
And so, Parm, first of all, what possessed you to spend 26 days only drinking water? Why'd you do that?
That's crazy.
Oh, I know that, but maybe you can explain what's behind that crazy.
Okay.
What was going on for you?
Well, I've had Candida issue for the past 2 years.
Okay.
And I was suffering from it, and it was very, very bad. And I pretty much tried everything. Like I went to regular doctors. All they do is they give you pills.
Right.
Then I went to a homeopath, naturopath, you name it. Different naturopaths, and they tell me, oh, don't eat fruit, and don't do this, don't do that, and a friend of mine who is very knowledgeable, and he's done several fasts, and he's been telling me from day one, Parm, you need to do the fast.
Right.
You have to earn your health. It doesn't come in a pill form. So he convinced me, and I learned about it, and I was fascinated, and so I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. So
Terrific.
I came here.
And in fact, your friend not only encouraged you to fast, but he encouraged you to come here to me.
Yeah, absolutely. He said that he wants me to go to Costa Rica and be with you because he follows you and he loves your techniques, everything that you're doing, the way you live, the way your lifestyle is. He's doing the same thing. So he was very determined that I should come to see you.
Well, it's very kind of him. Thank you very much. You know who you are. And what do you think? I mean, had he lost his marbles, or was it a good idea?
Oh, it was a great idea. This was by far, I'd say, besides having my son, this was one of the best things I've ever done for my life.
Terrific.
Ever.
And perhaps besides having your son, were the most difficult things.
Yes, like, oh my God, here I went through a lot.
Yeah, you actually said a week or 10 days ago, this was the most difficult thing you've ever done.
Yeah, this is harder than childbirth.
And it's interesting, I put up a video last week, sitting right here with a couple of people who fasted with me maybe 6 months ago, and they were saying, that was relatively easy.
Right.
Now you had a whole group of people around you.
Right.
Some of them had an easier time, some of them had a harder time.
Yes.
It's going to vary for each person.
Yes.
But for you it was challenging.
It was very challenging. I had nausea the entire time.
Yeah.
There was a few days when it was gone, but it would come back.
Not so bad.
And then I threw up 4 days, I believe, 4 or 5 days.
Something like that.
Yeah. Lots of bile came out, and so a lot of cleansing was happening, a lot of emotional issues I dealt with here. I am so thankful that this place is amazing. Like, this is exactly what you need to do. If you want to fast, you have to be here. Being at home, it's not the same.
Well, there's no doubt about that. I mean, certainly there's no question. And it's funny, I mean, I hear from people every day, usually several a day, with questions who are planning on fasting at home. Many of those people write to me later and admit, I wasn't able to do it.
Right.
Now I'd like to come or get some coaching from you.
Right.
But, I would have to take exception to one thing you said. You said something like, I don't remember exactly, but if you want to fast, this is where everybody needs to be.
Right.
Honestly, we're not a great fit for everybody. And we're not even interested in having everybody, right? We are a great fit for anybody who is intelligent, who is truly committed to their health, who is coachable and open. There are people, frankly, who are so afraid that they really need to have an MD on hand. all
Right.
the time.
Right.
Now, you don't even know it, but we have an MD available to us should we need one. We never need one.
Right.
We almost never do.
Right.
But there are places you can go where there's always an MD. In fact, the whole thing is run by an MD. Frankly, you know, that's not for me. It's probably not for you.
Right.
It's not for a lot of people.
I've
But
tried them.
there are those people that maybe really actually need to be in those places.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, what I'd like to do is make sure that those people who are a good fit for us
Right.
know that we're here
Right.
and
Absolutely.
know what's available. Terrific. So you had overall, you had a powerful experience.
Very powerful. I'm
Yeah.
a completely different person today.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm so thankful. So grateful for this experience.
Well, that's wonderful. It's been a true pleasure having you here. You know, before we sign off, I'm just curious if there's anything else you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share.
I would encourage everyone to, at least once in their life, to fast.
Yeah.
It's a natural thing to do. All mammals in the planet do it, and we should do it. It's nothing. It's not as crazy as people think it is. It is a natural way of being, and I'm totally going to give this gift, as you say, to people. You know, my experience and what I dealt with and knowledge
Yep.
and the healing that's happened with me. And please, if you are suffering from something and you're tired of taking pills and the doctors are saying, take this pill for the rest of your life, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You need to fast.
Well, you know, it's certainly true that in the vast majority of cases, if people are willing to do what they need to do, and we saw over the last 5 weeks that you were here,
Right.
we've seen people healing from depression, from Lyme disease,
Yep.
from Candida issues, from major back injury,
Right.
from, let's see, liver's already gone, colitis, what else?
Cancer,
Cancer, right?
breast cancer.
Yeah, I mean, you know, almost every condition you can imagine, if the body has a chance to heal, it
Right.
usually will. If you take drugs, you make your body more toxic, and you usually wind up setting yourself off on a path that only ends in one place. It's not a pretty thing.
Right.
So, well, Parm, it's been truly wonderful having you here. Thanks so much for sharing yourself with us today. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
It's been a
You're
pleasure.
amazing.
Oh,
Thank you.
you're very generous.
Thank you.